The LinkedIn Podcast Network is sponsored by TIAA. TIAA makes you a retirement promise, a promise of a guaranteed retirement paycheck for life. Learn more at TIAA.org/promises pay off.
LinkedIn presents
YOLO, Carpe Diem, live like there's no tomorrow, live in the moment, treat yourself. These are phrases, often cliches, that we tell each other to affirm the value of life and to inspire its embrace. When I am moved by "you only live once," I don't hear it as "you have only one life." I hear it as, remember, you are alive. It offers the reminder that there is more to life than maintaining it, that you can reach for something beyond your body and little self, toward love, creative achievement, community, a higher beauty.
Hi, I'm Michael Kovnat. This is the Next Big Idea Daily, and it's Friday. So let's wrap up the week with a big question. Why are you alive? I mean, what's the point of it all? You didn't ask to be born, but you find yourself here with this one life to live. So how should you do it? What's important? We don't often stop to ask ourselves these questions. We're so busy making a living that we often forget to make a life. But philosopher Nick Riggle argues that it's worth pausing to reflect on this, to find the meaning of life in the beauty of being alive. Nick is a professor at the University of San Diego and, believe it or not, a former action sports athlete. Here he is with some big ideas from his book, This Beauty, A Philosophy of Being Alive.
You did not consent to existence. Here you are on planet Earth, alive and aware, heart beating and embodied. You did not ask to be here. You did not consent to this life. No one had a chat with you about whether you would mind living this fleshy life on this spinning space orb. Why should you care about your life? Why care about something you did not ask for or consent to? If someone randomly hands you the keys to a Ferrari, it is totally up to you whether you should care about it at all. It's cool, yeah, but it is also expensive to own, awkward to drive, super delicate and finicky. It's perfectly reasonable to reject it as a burden. Life is also expensive. It's awkward, finicky, and delicate. You did not ask for it. So why accept it? Why cherish and value it? YOLO, Carpe Diem, live like there's no tomorrow. Live in the moment, treat yourself. These are phrases, often cliches, that we tell each other to affirm the value of life and to inspire its embrace. I call them existential imperatives, and they seem to suggest answers to the question. After all, a little reflection on your one and only life can send you frenzied into the wild and uncertain world. Embrace life. You only live once. Life is wild and precious. Live like there's no tomorrow. These phrases ring true to us. But why do these phrases work? A little philosophical reflection raises a number of questions. If you only live once, then why embrace life rather than shrink away? Life is delicate and precious. So stay home. Don't take any risks. Or consider live like there's no tomorrow. Why isn't that terrible, irresponsible advice? There is a tomorrow. It's tomorrow, and everybody needs to plan for it. Existential imperatives tap into something special about life, but it is unclear why or how. The difference between living and being alive. We have two very different ways of thinking about life. One is the life of your small, fluttering heart, your warm, bloody, delicate body. It is the life of rest, nourishment, protection, bodily comfort and support. This life is precious, and because of that, it is a demanding life that demands of this complex and volatile biological world. I hopefully sleep 8 hours, I shower, feed myself, shave, exercise, seek comfort, recover from illness and exhaustion, squirm to ease the pain in my back, visit doctors, dentists, physical therapists, work to pay for food, shelter, and insurance, and hopefully find moments to space out and give my body and mind a break. The preservation of life accounts for most of my precious life. Then there is this other life, layered on top and woven through, the life of passion and pursuit, of my dreams and aspirations, a life of love sought and realized, of beauty and community, a life hopeful for peace and justice. It is a life I always want but don't always have, a vision I sometimes see with such clarity, a life animated in thought and action by the hope that I shall flourish, along with my friends and my family, that we shall hold each other up through our excellence, creativity, and goodwill, where we flourish together, where humanity flourishes. The thought of this life fills my heart with love and hope, and fills my lungs with breath. I think that when I am moved by "You Only Live Once," I don't hear it as "you have only one life." I hear it as, remember, you are alive. It offers the reminder that there is more to life than maintaining it, that you can reach for something beyond your body and little self, toward love, creative achievement, community, a higher beauty. For centuries, philosophers and scientists have thought about beauty in terms of pleasure. Beauty, they think, is the capacity to cause pleasure, the pleasure of a beautiful sunset, a stunning painting, a special song, or an incredible outfit. These things reward experience and enrich our individual lives. But beauty is so much more than mere pleasure. It can also seem to answer the question. Pablo Casals, the legendary Spanish cellist and conductor, relied on and returned to his fans the beauty of music. He wrote, "For the past 80 years, I have started each day in the same manner. It is not a mechanical routine, but something essential to my daily life. I go to the piano and I play 2 preludes and fugues of Bach. I cannot think of doing otherwise. It is a sort of benediction on the house. But that is not its only meaning for me. It is a rediscovery of the world of which I have the joy of being a part. It fills me with awareness of the wonder of life, with a feeling of the incredible marvel of being a human being." Beauty sustained and renewed Casals, and in return he gave us all the beauty he was capable of making. Leonard Cohen spent his life writing beautiful songs and literature. He said, quote, "A lot of those songs are just a response to what struck me as beauty, whatever that curious emanation from a being or an object or a situation or a landscape, you know. That had a very powerful effect on me, as it does on everyone, and I prayed to have some response to the things that were so clearly beautiful to me." Cohen prayed to respond to beauty with beauty, and we are lucky to know what his prayers and his sustained effort over many decades yielded. It is a remarkable and mysterious fact that we can devote ourselves to beauty in these ways. This suggests that beauty is not mere pleasure, but meaning. Beauty moves us to be alive. The beautiful or the aesthetic is not some pretty face or silky sky. Beauty makes life worthy of replication as beautiful. It moves us to create, imitate, and share the meaningful sources of life's value. Beauty is an invitation and acceptance, a joint enterprise. If not a promise of happiness, then a promise to give each other our best answers to the question. Wittgenstein famously pointed out that beautiful things have very little in common, except this. The hand wants to draw what the eye sees as beautiful, whether that's a Gothic church, a handsome face, or a stunning landscape. Okay, maybe you don't draw. Instead, you linger in the beautiful space. You write a poem about it, or you take a picture. The dish is delicious, so you recreate it at home. Like Cohen and Casals, you imitate and recreate the beautiful. But imitation is not your only aesthetic impulse. Your hand draws the beauty your eye sees, and then what? You offer it up. We share the beautiful. You see a film and you share your reactions and interpretations. As I decorate my house, I think of your future visits, hoping you will love the space I create. You dress to impress. Our band plays a concert. The chef cannot wait to release the new menu. Beauty is what we find, create, and propagate, either through imitation, creating a copy, another iteration, or through distribution of the thing itself. And finally, you don't imitate and share any old aesthetic thing. Why did you share that song, play it on repeat, or find that specific recipe and recreate the dish? In one way or another, you're moved to create and imitate and share the things that speak to you, that seem, in one way or another, to be alive with beauty in a way that makes you feel alive. You express yourself. You deploy aesthetic value as a means of self-expression in your aesthetic engagements and interactions. You make your own sensibility concrete in sharing this beautiful thing that somehow speaks to you in particular. You make real, present, and social your special connection to beauty in the way you do so many things, the special way you laugh or dress, the food you cook and offer up, the way you write or speak. Beauty implicates us in aesthetic communities, wherein we express ourselves, imitate, share, and offer up our individual ways of being alive in response to beauty.
All right, well, I don't know about you, but I'm heading into the weekend with a head full of beautiful ideas. I'll be back Monday with some new ones, but if you can't wait until then, download the Next Big Idea app from your app store. Then you'll have thousands of inspirational ideas right in your pocket. Pretty cool. Well, that does it for us this week. These episodes were written by me, Michael Kovnat, and edited by Caleb Bissinger. The Next Big Idea Daily is part of the LinkedIn Podcast Network. See you Monday.